Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to IL-2 Sturmovik 1946. I have finally managed to actually have the time to go and record, or at least start recording the new series for this. So we're going to be flying out as Devin Bomberman Perry. So yeah. Now the thing that was selected in the poll that I did was a B-17 over Europe. And they wanted it in the Pacific if there was no campaign over Europe. However, I was going to actually generate the campaign myself, so it really didn't matter if there was one over Europe or not. Of which, technically speaking, there is. But I believe this uses the in-game dynamic campaign generator, which is not the greatest. Anyway, so we're just going to go and do this. Now, the B-17 is a plane that is listed by default as non-flyable, and because of that, I could change it. However, it would lack actually having a cockpit, so it's not really the most practical thing. So I sort of went down the list of from what I could find, were U.S. planes that had served essentially during D-Day. It was essentially what I was looking at. And I managed to go and find one, the B-25. Now, I don't know if the version of the B-25 in the game is a B-25 variant that actually served over Europe. But it is a B-25 nonetheless, which did serve, from what I could find, over Europe during D-Day. So that's what we're going to be going with. Because it's actually by default a flyable plane. So we're just going to go ahead and turn off some of these. I am actually going to go and give myself limited ammo, mostly just so that I could have a limited number of bombs. Sadly, however, the game does not have, by default at least, or in here doesn't have the ability for me to say, I want unlimited machine gun rounds, however, give me limited bombs. Or anything like that. It's just you have limited ammo or you don't. So we're gonna, excuse me, I actually had that backwards. So yeah, we're gonna go and have limited ammo but unlimited fuel. That should be set up to where unlimited fuel but limited ammo. We'll find out soon enough. I would like to have the speed bar, and I would like to have my own view. And I would like to have the minimap path, thank you very much, and I would also like to have my player map icon. And that can all basically stay as is. I do wish I could save these settings, to be completely honest, so that I could always go and say, okay, that's what I used last time. What can I change this time around? And things like that. But nope, sadly, can't do that. Do I want to go and turn off stalls and spins or blackouts and redouts? You know, I think I'll leave them on. We'll see how that works out for us. I mean, we shouldn't be need to do too much in the way of maneuvering because we are a bomber. Our job is not really to get into the fighting. But yeah, let's go ahead and start up. So, Normandy 1944, we are going to be flying out as the okay, if I recall correctly, it's the 340th or something flight squadron of the 95th flight group of the 8th Air Force, or something ridiculous like that. It is one of the ones that is by default, here we go, listed as a bomber group. So we're going to be flying out in the B-25J1NA 1944. We'll see how this all works out. I do have the missions set up, though, to automatically generate, similar to the normal series, so I don't have to tell it to manually generate a new one every time. We'll see how that works out, though, because usually that seems to end up with missions that take place sort of day after day, and there's really no skips between them or anything of that nature, so I'm not quite sure. So our place of birth, let's see, we're going to be born 1926. That should put us at about 18, I suppose. And place of birth shall be, I don't know, let's go with Chicago. It'd also help if I could actually spell Chicago right. Screw it, never mind. Detroit. There. Our guy's going to be from Detroit. Screw that. That's what we'll do. Our guy's from Detroit. Let's go ahead and generate our first mission, and then I'll cut this and start up the actual first mission. Actually, you know what? No, screw it. I'm not going to go and do that. Okay, but I am going to have to step away, so I'm just going to go and cut this right here for a moment. Okay, so I had to look, though, just real quick to actually make sure of one thing before we really got into this, and this is actually taking place smack dab on D-Day, June 6, 1944. So, there we go. Although, before we actually take off, there is one thing I do wish to know, and that is, what is the victory condition? We win once we have secured Felici in I-4. The enemies don't win at all, apparently. So once we have secured this city right here in I-4, that entire, well, the bulk of that little sector or whatever is this city. So once we have secured it, we win, and there we go. Then maybe, and I don't know quite, I'm not 100% sure how I am going to do this or not, but I'll probably pose the question to you guys. If we do manage to survive this, would you like to see me go and basically generate a campaign for France 1944? And we basically continue playing as this character, and I just sort of edit the files a little bit to give him back the stats and whatnot that he had at the end of this. But nonetheless, so let's see. Our mission is to destroy an enemy supply column in the vicinity of Coburg, I guess, in J8. So J8, somewhere in this general area is, okay, there it is. Some P-47D-22 Thunderbolts from the 8th Air Force 479th Flight Group of the 436th Flight Squadron are assigned to close escort duty. Background Axis forces are concentrated around Kane or Khan. Don't actually know what the correct pronunciation is. Allied forces are concentrated around Gold Beach, which I don't quite know if it actually has any place listed here that's straight up called Gold Beach. I don't believe there is, but I'm going to imagine that that is probably Gold Beach right there, because it says that's where they're concentrated, and there is quite a few, and that's sort of where the bulk of our line is focused when it comes to actually on land, so I'd imagine that's probably Gold Beach. But again, it doesn't flat out say. Let's see. What is this? Okay. That's nothing right now, but okay, here's Point du Hoc. So, okay. And let's see. Allied troops have captured Gold Beach. Okay, yeah, so that has to be Gold Beach. Yeah, G9 and F9 was where they were concentrated. Which, okay, that's an interesting way to do that, but whatever. And let's see, what are our bombs? We're going to be carrying out 6 500-pound bombs. So let's go ahead and fly. Okie dokie. I should probably go and grab my flight stick. because it's kind of hard to fly without the flight stick, to be honest. So go ahead and move some of those things over. Ah, damn you controls. Why you do this to me? So weapon 1, weapon 2, weapon 3, weapon 4. Gotta reassign all of these because for some inexplicable reason, oh, it probably deleted them because of I created a new pilot. Damn game, so stupid. Why you do that? So 1 second while I go through this process. Let's see, where is it? Bail out is Control E, whatever, that's fine. Okay. Those are more or less fine as they are, but where are some of the other buttons that I need? Flaps up, flaps down, gears down, Control G, Control H. I'll have that for that. Oh, here we go. I need this. What did I set these buttons to? So, excuse me. So, insert for that. Level stabilizer. Okay, increase control distance is numpad 9. Yep, that's fine. I just want numpad 9 assigned to that. Numpad 6, that is fine. Numpad 7, it's fine. Numpad 4, that's fine. Numpad 8. Numpad 5. Okay, scroll up to the top. Control S is the level stabilizer. Where is it? Level stabilizer. Okay, let's see. And toggle bomb sight, wherever the hell that is in here. Where are you? Okay, I do not see toggle bomb sight. However, it is labeled not actually as toggle bomb sight, but toggle shift or toggle gun sight. So it's pan view and that is snap view. I think I want pan view. I think that's the one that works. No? Or snap view. I think that's the one that works. Maybe not. I honestly do not know which one works. So we'll just look into pan view. So up, down, left, right. We're not going to bother with the up, left, and whatnot. Okay, let me see if that's right. No. Okay. Looks like snap view is the one I want. Okie dokie. So look up, look down, look left, and look right. Now you guys should be correct. Yes, okie dokie. And there is one last one that I need, which is the power. And I also would like to check and make sure that these are set up properly. There we go. And I'm actually going to let autopilot take off real quick. With a little bit of fast forwarding as well, of course. Because there's a couple things that I want to talk about real quick. But first, how many planes are there here? Okay, we're just on a really weird runway in this case. But what I wanted to talk about was I'm not the greatest at bombing, I will be completely honest with you. I was kind of hoping to a degree that this choice would not be picked. Mostly because I suck at bombing, that is the main reason. Granted, of course, I'm still going to fly it. And I'm still going to have the traditional rules of I've got, what is it, 3 lives for the first 2 missions combined. So we'll see how that all works out for us. But yeah, and also, because I'm not good at bombing, at least for these first couple missions, well, yeah, more than likely for these first couple missions, we'll see, it depends a little bit on a couple of other things. But I will probably be going and actually having the bomb site set to auto, which in theory, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but in theory, that should have it to where it automatically adjusts for basically whatever it is that I'm pointing at. Mostly because, well, one, to my understanding after doing some research, the bomb sight in this game is set to TAS, or true airspeed. And I have to, in the bottom left hand corner, the speed listed there is your IAS, or your indicated airspeed. And so, yeah, that makes it a bit of a pain, I would say, to actually bomb. I would love it for them to cool off the engine at some point. There we go. But yeah, so that's a bit of an annoyance, I suppose, the best way to describe it. And I don't exactly know how to do that. I know there is a chart. I have not printed it out. I will probably do so after I record this episode. But that should show me how to find out what my true airspeed is for what the speed the game tells me I'm traveling at, and what my altitude is, because to my understanding those two things need to be taken into account to determine your true airspeed. But yeah, so like I said, for these first couple missions I'll probably go and just have the bomb sight set to auto mode, in which case it should automatically adjust the true airspeed and altitude and whatnot on it to allow me to actually bomb the target. But I will eventually go about actually learning how to do that myself, because I'd rather not do that forever. So probably just these first 2 missions at least I'll do that. For the 3rd mission I'll try, and depending on how it works out, I may keep doing it. If it doesn't work out too well, I'll just go back to what I was doing before, which was using the auto, and then do some personal testing to try to figure out how to use the bomb sight and yada 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 down the line. But nonetheless, let's see, how is our mission? So we are still waiting for... Yeah, I'm probably going to do some fast forwarding at some point in this. And give me a moment. I'm going to go and just leave the game running though.
150, altitude 10. Heading 240. Altitude 05. Attention. You're on target. Starting our attack run. Armor. Ready to attack. Okay, taking red air. Red Oregon. We are starting our attack run. Red 3. Lost away. 6 red small. Okay, we are starting our attack run. Red 2. Anticipate engagement. Over. Attention. Coming to sight. Tally ho. 2 o'clock. This is Red 2. Target destroyed. 6 red small. Target hit. Heading 120. Altitude
Okay, sorry about that. I ended up deciding I was probably going to be away for far too long, so I ended up deciding to split it for a moment.
Heading 210. Altitude 20.
So we should now be actually heading for the objective, roughly. You know, if we don't get shot at by too much flak... No, it's not. That's not still not gonna work because I don't have the damn chart. So, never mind. I was gonna say if we don't get shot at by too much flak, I'll actually try to manually bomb, but that's not gonna work out. Like I said, because I don't have the chart, and that chart's gonna be fairly important to this. But this is where the bombardier is. Yeah, there's the actual bomb site, which I think is the, and I could be wrong about the actual name, but I believe it's the Norton bomb site. I believe that's what was used, especially during this point in time in the war by the US. But yeah, so that switches me into bomb site view. Of course, I've got the nose gunner, who will hopefully serve to actually be useful. And of course I can have him move the turret in such a way that I can't actually see what I'm trying to shoot at, so that's not exactly practical. And I've got a top gunner. Rear gunner. And 2 waist gunners. Autopilot back on. I don't know what those guys are. That's our escort, our P-47s, because that's what somebody decided would serve as a great escort for B-25s. Yep. So it looks like we're actually not going to get shot at all, which is not a bad thing, in my opinion. Okay, so that's where our objective is, although it looks like, at least based off of that, it's moving away from there, so we may have to do some maneuvers and whatnot to actually get to our real target. Okay, so here we go, and bomb site view. What do I have auto set to? I have it set to insert. Okay, control A. Oh! Looks like autopilot did it for me. I was too slow. Okay, never mind then. I'm not gonna bother. But yeah, it looks like autopilot did it for me because I forgot to go and turn it off first. Okay. Oh well. Too slow on my part. Yeah. I don't think for the most part we're actually going to die much as bombers here. Well, we should generally speaking survive for quite a while. What are you guys doing? Why are you losing so much altitude here? Are there still more? I mean, we have limited bombs. I'm pretty sure we, in fact, dropped most of ours. So what the hell are y'all doing? Okay. Okie dokie. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna stop you.
Attention, fighters. 8 o'clock.
What are you doing?
330. Altitude.
Okay, autopilot. What in the hell are you doing?
Bombs away.
Oh shit! That was close.
Target on fire. Great shot. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Holy crap, that was close. Okay,
Altitude.
so
01.
autopilot wants to actually strafe those guys and finish them off,
Tower, go ahead.
which is not something I personally really wish to do. Mostly because I feel as though that's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse, considering how unwieldy this plane will be to try to do things like that.
Go around.
I mean, I would say we're just lucky that we don't have to deal with enemy fighters trying to kill us while we do this. If we had to deal with enemy fighters while doing this, that would be a royal pain. Hell, the P-47, excuse me, not B-47s. The P-47s could deal with this if they wanted to. They could go down there, they could strafe those trucks, get a couple of quick, easy kills. I'm not going to stop them. Yeah, I was about to say, you might want to turn now, so you don't have to deal with the flak up there.
Attention, forward. Get ahead. Heading 270. Altitude 1.
Actually, it looks like our guys are doing a pretty decent job, despite not being in the best position.
Heading 210. Altitude 5.
Okay, autopilot. Are we leaving now? Yes, it looks like we are now leaving.
Attention, forward. 12 o'clock low. Heading 0. Altitude
Actually, I am curious now. Why am I flying wingman to the flight leader when I am the lowest rank in our group here? Or at least it seems like I'm usually flying wingman to him. But maybe not. Maybe it just seems like it, but I'm not really. Oh, autopilot. Oh, and I didn't even I have that turned on, so I actually know what the hell is flying around me. Whoops, that's not actually supposed to be on, but can't really do anything about that now. Oh, autopilot, be careful. What are you all doing? Are we leaving? No, we're not. We're strafing these guys yet again.
What the hell?
Okay, I'm gonna try to kill this one myself.
090. Altitude 05. Over. Attention, fighters. 2 o'clock. God damn. Stay with your leader. Stay on course.
I killed it.
Great shot. Target destroyed.
They're all dead. There was some infantry, though. Maybe we should strafe them next. Because, game, you seem so intent on killing everything in this area. But we should be leaving now.
Heading 270. 10. Attention, fighters. 6 o'clock high. Get them off me. Number 2. Number 2. 0. Altitude. Number 2. 01.
Okie dokie, and now we get to try to land. I don't expect this to end well. In fact, I will say this, if I die on the landing, I'm probably going to go and cut out basically me reflying the bulk of this mission and just go and record me landing. That's, of course, though, only if I fail. If I manage to be successful, I'm not going to do that. Although, I wouldn't be too surprised if I do manage to fail landing on this. Because this plane is not the easiest to control. Okay.
50. Altitude 50. Red 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. Red 3.
But I should be able to land this for the most part, despite the plane not being the easiest to maneuver. The main reason for that is because I'm landing at least on a actual runway. I'm not landing on a grass runway, I'm not landing on dirt, I'm not landing on a carrier. Thank God, that would suck. Rather, I am landing simply on an actual runway, which makes my job a hell of a lot easier. Now, out of curiosity, I do wish the game, I might have to change that in the bottom left corner. Change that to feet and miles per hour, if possible, so that I can very easily look at this and see what the do not exceed things are, because those are in miles per hour. However, my speed in the bottom left is in kilometers per hour. Okay, I don't mind being the last to land. It's fine with me. This actually might be a pretty decent landing position. Fairly low to the ground. Oh, something happened. Actually, you know what? Ground control. Request permission flying. Okay, I have to go around. Okay, there we go. Now the game's not gonna let me. It hasn't told one yet. Wait, what? So many. Oh, and there's a mosquito there that is leaking fuel. It's not really a good thing. Okay, I think now I'm just gonna go and take over flying myself. Okay, I am cleared for landing. We have made a number of passes over the runway, so I should be able to go and find out where the actual landing spot is. But we'll see if I manage to do a good job. I don't think I'm going to have the best of approaches. Let's see, do I want to try to land on the actual runway, or do I want to just go on this side strip? I might just go for the side strip. I think it might be easier. No, actually probably won't be. I don't think I have a good approach. Yeah, I don't have a good approach. If I had gone for the side strip, I probably would have been better off. I'm flying too high, that's the problem. So I'm gonna go over here and basically come in like that B-24 just did. I feel as though I'll have better luck landing that way, rather than the route the game is trying to have me take. So let's turn off to the left for a bit to hopefully make it so when we turn off to the right, we're lined up better with the runway. Okay, I think it might be better now. I've just got to be careful. Be careful. Hold together. Okie dokie, where is it? There it is. We are lined up better, I would say. Could still be better, but it's better than it was last time.
Red 4, this is the tower. Go ahead.
Okay, I am cleared for approach.
This 2, on final approach. Request permission to leave.
Oh, come on. Down, 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 down. Flaps jammed, wonderful.
Heading 030, altitude 50. This is 4. Request permission to land. This is 1. Request permission to land. This is 2, on final approach. Request permission to land. Red 4, this is the tower. You are not cleared to land. Abort. Abort. This is 4. Going around.
There we go.
Red 3, this is tower. You are not cleared to land.
Oof.
Abort. Red leader, this is
That was
you are not
actually decent.
abort. This is 1.
Could have been better, I'll admit.
Red 2,
But it was nonetheless fairly decent for me.
cleared to land. Abort.
And we shall call that a mission. They can taxi it themselves. So, got some ground kills, 4 of which were from the AI because I was too slow to turn off autopilot. I was not really expecting it to go and drop the bombs for me. I wanted to get into position and then do it, but I misjudged. So autopilot got me 4 kills. But I managed to go and actually strafe something and kill one myself. And that was a lot of stuff that happened. Oh, okay, let's see. So some paratroopers seized areas way the hell over here. So they have seized Paris du Mont, which I don't actually see, to be honest. Where is it? Yeah, I don't see that place that they apparently secured, and they secured. Oh, here's Sainte Marie du Mont, and they also apparently secured Sainte Marie Église drop zone, which well, that I don't know about. That's also apparently in B9, but I don't see it. Unless it's supposed to be over here. Maybe. And, wow, really? A BF-110 apparently got shot down by a C-47, which does not have any weapons on it. It is a transport aircraft, so I'm kind of surprised that that happened. And since it crashed, I get the feeling that it actually smacked into the BF-10 or the BF-110 and lost its wing and thus ended up crashing. But honestly, I don't know. That's just a guess. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, so there's Sainte Marie Église. So apparently there was a drop zone somewhere in B9. I would assume relatively close by. Oh, and that Focke-Wulf 190 crashed after shooting down. I'm assuming that this is the one that shot down this one. That shot down this C-47. That kind of sucks. Let's see. So an Allied truck convoy was destroyed near Gold Beach. I don't actually see an actual truck convoy. I see a boatload of tanks, but I don't see any trucks destroyed. Okay. But some ships over there were destroyed, but they destroyed a boatload of stuff over there. Although I don't know if they destroyed it, but a boatload of stuff got destroyed over there, nonetheless. I would say this was actually a fairly successful first mission, and I'm curious as to how far back the map's how the map's going to change. So let's go ahead and apply. Looks like the map didn't change too much other than gaining this area over here. That seems to be pretty much all that occurred. So, okay. Oh, why are you doing this to me, game? That is gonna be a long-ass mission, and I'm definitely gonna have to go and edit it down once we fly it out. But we're not doing that right now, but nonetheless, that's what we're gonna have to do. But yeah, so our objective would be to destroy an enemy supply column in the vicinity of Argentan airfield, which was presumably somewhere in this general vicinity. And we're going to be escorted by P-47D-22 Thunderbolts from the 8th Air Force 479th Flight Group 436th Flight Squadron. But let's see. So Axis forces concentrated around Argentan Airfield. Allied forces are concentrated around Gold Beach. Allied forces have captured Goldville-sur-Mer, or Sur-Mer, actually, I guess is more accurate, which is where? In E9. So E9 doesn't really look like they secured it because it still looks like it's behind enemy lines. Allied forces also captured Berniers, I guess, Sumer, which is over here in H. Again, doesn't look like they really secured it because it looks behind enemy lines. Reports indicate that there is intense fighting at Sainte Marie du Mont, over here. Wherever Sainte Marie du Mont is, here it is. And heavy fighting reported at Sainte Marie Église drop zone, which is, I guess, presumably this entire area up here, pretty much. Yep, so this is our character so far. Not too bad, I would say. Why does it say 2 sorties? Unless it's already counting this one, because, like, yeah, you're going on this one. It must be counting this one, because I've already been assigned it. But nonetheless, that's actually going to be it for this episode. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.